Important in life. I've seen it a lot today with a lot of people that are able to laugh and have fun on the job. This is about Pete Conrad. There's nothing wrong with being short, but I just want you to know Pete's quite short, as the astronauts tend to be. You know, I would never be one because I weigh too much, like we were talking about earlier. But they like him short and slim. Well, Pete was certainly short, and I had the privilege of working with Pete quite a while after he retired. He subsequently died in a motorcycle crash, by the way. But anyway, here's Pete's sense of humor. He was the commander of Apollo 12, so he was the first person out of the Apollo 12 lunar lander to step on the moon, would be the third person on the moon, right? Neil Armstrong was the first, and you remember Neil's words? That was one small step for man, but a giant leap for mankind. So here, just 3 or 4 months later, Pete Conrad goes to the same moon, lands on the moon, steps off, and little old short Pete, as he stepped off that last rung of his ladder, shows that he had the ability to keep a sense of humor. His comment was, that may have been a small step for Neil, that was a heck of a step for me. And if you come to the Kennedy Space Center, there's IMAX movies, it's called The Magnificent Desolation. You can actually see that video and that audio transmission. So there's a picture of Pete with his flag. They all put a flag on the moon. You may not know this. If you have a toolbox filled with a lot of tools, like I'm sure you do, Bob, I say you only need 2 things. If it doesn't move, it should use WD-40. If it moves, it shouldn't use duct tape. So that's my kind of humor. But this is not humorous. That is the lunar rover on Apollo 17, the most recent trip to the moon, and that's literally duct tape holding the lunar rover together on Apollo 17.